Hey, what's going on, man? In just a second, you're about to learn an amazing technique that is going to please a woman in the bedroom. Now, before we get into that, it's very important you know that whenever you get physical with a woman, whenever you get sexual or intimate with a woman, that you need to get consent. And consent means that she is okay with you guys moving forward. She says yes to you guys moving forward. And if she says anything other than that, then it is not consent. So it's very important because you want to be caring, you want to be respectful, and you don't want to make any woman feel uncomfortable. And of course, when you do this, you are going to look like a stand-up gentleman that you probably and hopefully already are. So make sure you're getting consent before getting physical with the women that you're with, and then you can be able to do amazing techniques and amazing moves to turn her on in the bedroom that you're going to learn about right now. Check it out. Hey, Trip Kramer here from tripadvice.com, sitting next to the beautiful Sienna Sinclair from naughtycoaching.com. And she is a sex and dating coach helping people with sex, with dating, and with confidence. So today we're going to be going over a great oral sex move that she has, and she's going to be teaching you how to do that, little step-by-step technique, and also how to get the best version of being able to pleasure a woman in the bedroom when you are going down on her. And now I know I've been putting out a lot of videos recently about sex, but hopefully you're at the point now where you've been getting a lot of dates and you've been getting girls in the bedroom, and of course, pleasing a girl in the bedroom is very important, not only for her, but for you too. So anyway, Sienna, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, I'm so excited. So let's get into it. Let's start off with going down on a girl. How do you do this? What's the whole deal here?
Okay, so my tips are very simple. You can read all the books you want to about sex positions, but it really comes down to a few simple tips. So my number one tip is a lot of women are unique, and things that you've done on past girlfriends or that you've seen in porn aren't always going to work on everybody. So I know that my own experience, when a guy goes down on me, I can tell that he's not listening to my body, and I can tell that he's doing things that please his last girlfriend, or he'll say, all the girls love this move. Well, that's not true. Maybe 5 did or 10 did, but I don't. The best way to do is to just listen to a girl's body. How do you do that? Listen for moans, listen for movement. I always say if a girl's screaming too loud, she's not really that into it. Oh yeah.
So that's not real.
That's not real. But I can tell when a girl's really into it is when she starts quieting down, and then her body starts, when she's close, her body will start tensing up.
Okay, so basically paying attention to how she's reacting when you're in the moment with her, and knowing that just because you may have pleased a woman one way in the past doesn't necessarily correlate to the new woman that you're with.
Yeah,
right?
because if you're going in your mind and you're down there and you're doing a checklist of I've got to do this, I got to do that, and you're not paying attention to her, then you're missing the whole point of how to please that woman. Because even if it's a one-night stand and you're never going to see this girl again, why not be the best lover so she remembers you and really get into it and learn what she wants.
Improvisation.
Yes. What you want to do next is you don't want to jump right into going down on a girl. It takes about 20 minutes for a woman to really warm up and get into it. It's kind of like foreplay. There's a lot of things that you can do for foreplay rather than just jumping in. It's kind of like when a girl goes down on a guy, you hear of it, lockjaw, her hand gets tired, her mouth gets tired. The same thing with a guy. You're down there for 20 minutes and it's a lot of work. It can be a lot of work. I'm not saying this for all girls. Every girl is different, remember that in the beginning. But don't be so vagina focused. And I know that this is what this video is about, but her body is one big orgasm. And you can make a woman orgasm in so many different ways. So focus on other areas of the body first. Really get her warmed up. And you can also do this outside the bed when you're on a date with flirting and touching, etc. That's really getting the woman's juices flowing so that when you finally do get to the bedroom and you guys are naked and you're kissing, don't go from kissing to the vagina. Really tease her and warm her up. I promise you that when you finally get down there, she'll be ready to explode.
All right, so don't just jump right into it. You want to have this sort of pre-foreplay before you actually go down. You want to warm her body up a little bit.
Definitely.
Cool.
And also, there's more to the vagina than just the clit and the vaginal opening. There's her labial lips, there's the mound area. I mean, I know this is a whole nother topic, but look around, explore, just explore like it's an amusement park.
All right, so now she's all warmed up and you're ready to start going down. what's the next step? What is now one of the best moves, you know, in terms of turning her on when you're going down on a girl?
So this is something different. Not a lot of people have heard of this move. It's called jacking her off. I know that seems a little strange, but I'm talking to guys here, so you know how to jack off.
It sounds kind of intense.
Yeah, but it's
from
not.
what you told me earlier, but
Yeah,
you'll explain.
it's not. So I read about it in a book. I wish I knew what the book was called, but it was for women's masturbating with themselves. And I saw this technique and I'm like, oh my gosh, it sounds so amazing. I didn't know that, you know, our clits are like penises and that we can actually jack them off ourselves. It was so cool. So I got in the shower, and it doesn't need to be very comfortable. This is what I did first. I'm just telling you what I did and then I'll go into it. So I just sat down, spread my lips, and what you want to do is if you pull back the hood of the clit, some women's clits are already out, so it's very easy. Some are hidden. Mine's more of a peekaboo. So you just kind of pull it out and it will pop out. It's a little penis. Not everyone's it. Some girls are bigger. And you just put your fingers around the hood, the top part, and you just take it and you go like this. And you don't want to start doing it fast because, you know, every girl's clit's different. Some women don't really like their clits touched. That's why there's a hood that helps to cover it, because it protects it because it's so sensitive. But like I said, warm it up. And then once you start going, you go back to tip number 1 that we talked about in the beginning. Feel her body. If she's not really like, what the heck are you doing? Then maybe don't do it. Or if you feel her getting more into it, then go more into it and jack off a little bit more. I'm telling you, it was one of the most amazing orgasms that I had on my own. And then I taught my lover how to do it, and it was so amazing. But as you're doing that, you can also be licking around. As you're, you know, once you pull it back, you only just need one finger and you can be going in and licking around. So yeah, explore all the areas of her vagina. Don't just be penetration focused on her vaginal hole. She has a clit, she has a mound area, which is the top part, the little bump right above the clit. And she has labia lips. Explore it all.
You might not be at the point yet where you're taking girls home or you're in a relationship and you're having a lot of these more heavier sexual experiences. So if you want to learn how to be able to turn a woman on and get her attracted to you, I want you to check out my new program called Hooked, and you can check that out at getherhooked.com. I'm going to put that in the description below so you can learn more about it. Basically, this is a step-by-step system that's teaching you how to get girls attracted to you, so then you can turn that into dates and more sexual experiences. And there's some really cool techniques on how to do that. And also, I'm going to put in the description below a link to naughtycoaching.com. So if you want some naughty coaching, you can contact Sienna Sinclair. Thank you, Sienna.
Yeah, thanks for having me.